grade 8 students, welcome to our new video, and today we are going to start with our new chapter, that is chapter number 5, coal and petroleum. In this chapter we are going to see what are exhaustible resources, then in exhaustible resources, coal, refining of coal, and how some natural resources are limited. So please open your textbook.
Use petrol in light vehicle such as motorcycle, scooter, car. We use diesel in heavy vehicles like truck, tractor, etc. The natural resources from where we obtain petrol and diesel is called petroleum, which is also called crude oil. Do you know how the word petroleum is formed? In this word, petra means rock and oleum means that is oil. The oil trapped in rocks is petroleum. Like coal, petroleum is also a fossil fuel. Then what are exhaustible resources and inexhaustible resources? These sources are limited in supply, which they are known as exhaustible resources. They cannot easily be replenished when used up. Example are solar, wind, water, biomass, geothermal and more. And next, that is inexhaustible resources. Most of these resources are in endless supply. They can easily be replenished. Example are coal, natural gas, crude oil, mineral resources, copper, which are limestone, iron, aluminum, etc. So these are exhaustible and inexhaustible resources. So formation of petroleum. We know that sea is a home for large number of organisms. When these organisms die, they settle down at the bottom of the sea and layers of sand and clay gets deposited on this body. Over millions of years, in the conditions such as absence of air, high temperature and pressure, these dead parts went to series of processes and get converted into petroleum and natural gas. As petroleum lighter than water floats over the water and remains compressed by natural gas is a dome shape, that is imperious rock called rock cap. Coal is used in thermal power plant for production of electricity, household cooking, railway engines and in industries to carry out chemical reaction. So coal is obtained from earth crust. Do you know how it is formed? So let's see the formation of coal. Formation of coal. About 300 million years ago, due to various natural processes like floods, earthquakes, huge forests get buried under the surface of earth. Year by year, more soil get deposited over them, increasing compression over them. Under hot condition and high temperature in earth crust, anaerobic bacteria decompose these parts and removes oxygen and hydrogen from them, leaving behind only carbon. Due to pressure, carbon gets compressed, forming a compact stony mass called coal. This slow process of conversion of dead plants into coal is called as carbonization. Since it was formed from dead remains of plants, coal is also called as fossil fuel. Refining is defined as chemical, thermal and physical separation of crude oil into major fractions. So what is mean by petrol refining? That is the separation of crude oil into major fractions. Okay, and these fractions are further processed through separation and conversion into finished petroleum products. So different finished petroleum products are obtained. Refinery is the facility where this process takes place, and refinery separates the crude oil into smaller fraction in order to make 2500 separate products. So the petrol refining process are the chemical engineering processes and other facilities used in petroleum refineries, that is referred also to as oil refineries, to transform crude oil into useful product such as liquefied petroleum gas, that is LPG, gasoline or petrol, kerosene, jet fuel, diesel fuel and fuel oil. So can you see the process in the figure? Okay, so different process and by fraction process different products are obtained. What is natural gas? It is a mixture of gases which are rich in hydrocarbons, and all these gases, example methane, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc., and they are naturally found in atmosphere. Natural gas is not used in the pure form. It is processed and converted into cleaner fuel for consumption. As you all know how useful natural gas is. It is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting and it is cleaner fuel. And the advantage of CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factories where it can be supplied through pipes.
Students, I hope you all are clear with this chapter. Related to this chapter, I am going to send you all PDF which you are going to write out all the question answers in your science notebook. If you have any queries, you can ask me on personal WhatsApp number.